Hello everybody, TheBloodfather here on episode 5 of my Let's Play series. Oh yeah. Anyways, I haven't really been doing too much in between episodes. Had some personal things I had to take care of first. But as you can see, I did, if I can get past all this lag, I did, do some work inside here. Decided to go around with my medium stone, kind of make it look a little bit more like it's been underwater for a while. On top of that, I think I jumped too far. Yes, I did. I did build some wrath lamps. It took me a little while to figure out how to do it. Never really built them before until now, but they're really helping me with my light, as well as built me an enchanting table, which was worth it in my opinion. And as you can see, there's nothing up here or at the top, but I did, however, fill in for the most part all the stone. And up here, my many little rubber trees, because I did get started in some IC2 stuff, such as an extractor, so I could go ahead and get some rubber going, as well as a macerator. And the macerator is going to be my little secret of why I even have that out when I have a pulverizer, but I also have a macerator. On top of all of that, I haven't really been doing too much. As you can see, I did go ahead, I went swimming around for a little bit, gathered up a lot of the clay that was around this nice little base of mine. I've been making it into bricks. Do have me a nice little netherwort farm going over here. Been slowly getting my collection up on netherwort. And well, let's go ahead and do this real quick. There we go. But yeah, I do have a craft packet stamper and maker and stamper. And down here, I dug all this out. This is going to be where all my power generation stuff really comes into play. And why you no going? Because you're all out of clay. Great. So let's throw more clay in there. I don't like wasting my resources, and I know these engines got quite a bit of coal coke in them still, so I'm letting them do their thing. I do, in this episode, want to work on more steadier power generation. More so for my ME system, because it takes quite a bit of power. And I want to go ahead, add another engine or two onto this. That way then I can get me some more thermal expansion machines going. And yes, as you can see right here, I do have some coal coke ovens going. The reason for this is I am using them to make coal coke, which is, I'd say it produces about 4 times the amount of EU inside of a generator than normal coal, and it produces roughly twice as much heat. Actually, yeah, twice as much heat than regular coal as well. So it is definitely worth it. Quick little note, I'll go ahead and show you how to make a coal coke oven if you've never made one before. You just take your bricks like so. And this is one of the reasons why I was making so much bricks. I will show you the recipe on how to make these oven bricks here in just 1 second. But you do 3 and then 3 again, but hollow in the center. And then another 3, except it's flat right there. And there you go. Nice, beautiful coal coke oven. These are needed if you plan on using any rails. You do need the creosote oil to make rail beds for because of the Railcraft mod. And yes, I know these are floating. I plan on putting stuff underneath them. This is just temporary. I did want to wait and put my last coal coke oven up. I only wanted 5, but I wanted to show you guys exactly how to make that. Anyways, give me a few minutes to figure out and grab what resources I want, and we will be right back. And real quick, everybody, this is how you make coal coke ovens. If you go into NEI, you type in coke, it'll show you coke oven bricks. There are 2 ways to make this. You can either put them in a crafting table like so and have it automatically, or you can make some sandy bricks and add them with some sand. I usually do the sandy brick method. Helps me keep track of exactly how many bricks I'm making. But yeah, that's how you make those beautiful babies. Be right back. And we're back, everybody. Decided I know what I want to do for some steady EU generation. Well, as you can see, I'm completely surrounded by a lot of water. And I decided I want to utilize a little bit of this water to go ahead and build something I haven't built in a very, very long time. This would be the water mills. And water mills are pretty simple. It's just a generator with wood on 4 sides and sticks in the corner. Each one gives you 2 water mills. They 1 or 2 of them isn't going to give you very much EU production. You do end up needing a lot of them. But like I said, I am surrounded by tons of water. So I am actually thinking about possibly building one of my old towers I used to use back when I used water mills. Build me a nice little tower for these water mills so I can get me a nice steady EU generation going. Now, it isn't going to be hardcore like you would see with the geothermals or solar panels. It is just a cheap, easy means for building to having a nice, steady EU generation. The reason I want to do this, if it would quit lagging, is because I want to wing myself off of this generator here. I want a more steadier source coming in so that I can have my ME chest put on it and maybe go ahead and possibly start if I'm producing enough EU, that is, to go ahead and build me, if I remember, there it is, build me an ME drive. And it's pretty simple. 2 basic processors, some iron, some gold. Along with that, however, I will need an access terminal if I want to access what's on those drives, and as well as a controller wherever. There it is. The ME controller is made by an advanced processor, which is made with diamond instead of gold in the center. Once you have this, that's all you need. This will actually distribute all power to all your systems in your ME network. Usually for my initial basic setup, I usually go ahead and get me a drive, because I always end up having multiple drives by this point anyways. Get me an access terminal and have it near wherever I craft, which I'll probably have, sitting over here, maybe even, I'm not sure yet, but I'm going to have it somewhere. Once I do that, once I get this ME drive and have the controller and access terminal, as well as make me some ME cables, which are actually pretty simple to make. There it is, 2 redstone and quartz fiber. Quartz fiber is made out of quartz dust with glass on the top and on the bottom. Pretty simple. But with the ME cabling and stuff like that, I will not need this ME chest anymore. And honestly, that is the way I would prefer to have it. Because it is kind of annoying to sit here and constantly take a drive out, put another drive in. Take a drive out, put another drive in. When I can just have that drive and just access everything all at once, and make the system just a little bit easier than it would normally be. So that is my plan, but first, in order to even get to any of that, I need to get those water mills built up. Quick little preview of some of the thermal expansion machines I want to make, because I'm probably going to do it off camera. I'll just show you the recipes for them. One of the biggest ones I want to make is called an Induction Smelter, which is right there. As you can see, it's made with Invar ingots, a machine frame, some redstone, reception coil, 2 ingots, and a bucket. Pretty simple stuff. There are 2 other ones. One of them is called a magma crucible. This is made with nether brick, machine frame, reception coil, bucket, and copper again. What that machine does is it melts things down. You can put netherrack in it to make lava. You can put redstone in it, and you can melt down redstone or even ender pearls. It's used for quite a few things, and it's very nifty, very fun to have, and really good when you want to start getting into kind of like mid-game power mechanics and stuff. Along with that, I'm also going to want to build the liquid transposer. This is a pretty simple one as well. Machine frame and the reception coil as usual, 2 copper and a bucket, and glass. What this machine does, this machine will allow me to transfer liquids into containers, such as into cans, or fill up a bucket, or any other type of container that consists in the game, which I will show you a few good ones later on down the road. But those are the machines I want to get, and then I will pretty much have almost all my thermal expansion machines, and I want to get them all set up here. But for now, like I said, I'm going to be doing those ones off camera, as well as I'm going to go ahead and build those water mills and get those ready to go. And I'm going to show you a nice little tower setup that I used to do. I'm going to get it halfway set up and underwater, and I will come back to show you exactly how you can build this to have a nice little EU generation with out taking up a whole lot of space. It's actually a really neat little build that I learned a long time ago from a good couple of friends of mine, and I've been using it ever since. Or anytime I actually do use water mills, that's what I use. Anyways, I will be back here in a little while to show you the fruits of my labor so far, and yeah, we'll probably go from there. If I have enough time in this episode, I'll probably go ahead and get into the ME stuff. If not, we'll probably do it next episode. Anyways, I shall be back in a little while. And we're back, everybody. I just finished building up my tower. As you can see, I'm visited here by Anson K. Wong. He came to visit me a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, it's a pretty big tower here. I will go on the inside to show you what it looks like. But, yeah, pretty straightforward little tower. On the inside here, it's completely submerged in water. I did mark off with these blocks here each level of the water mills. And as you can see, I have my ultra low current cable, which is made with 3 tin going across the crafting table. This goes straight up. This is where all the power from the water mills will go. And what you do is you have solid bottom minus the middle. Middle doesn't count, but you have a solid. And then in your 4 corners, you put your water mills, just like this. Yeah, sorry, it is a little bit laggy, but you put them just like so. Okay, and then you go up and fall a little bit, and you leave the next layer above these empty as well, except for this middle cable. And then you skip another one, and you start all over. And it's done pretty much in sections. And you do this all the way up. Now, if I did calculate this right, each one of these little sections should put out roughly 2 point something EU per section, and I got a total of 7 sections, I think, which will give me a nice little 14 EU. I'll have to check my math when we come back, but if I remember right, that is how much each one of these should do. It's not much, but it's steady. I don't have to worry about the solar power interfering. Don't have to wait on daytime. This is just constant power that's constantly going through. So I'm going to continue doing this, and I will be back once I finish this all the way up and I close up the top for my nice, beautiful tower will be complete. See you guys in a little bit. And we're back. I did realize something about all this. I wasn't getting very much power out of it and couldn't understand why. The water tower is actually on the wiki. I did not know that. But even aside from this is a real popular build. I did look up on YouTube a little bit and found a lot of different watermill tower builds, and found that you could just do straight lines down like this. So what I've done is I essentially cut my tower down in half pretty much. I'm still going to leave it here because I do plan on still expanding up to the top. I did all the work building it, might as well fill it all the way out. But we are going to build more water mills to go inside this baby. But just to show you, if it stops lagging long enough for me to get down. There we go. I was coming to check this out. I did move my ME chest over here, and it shows it at a current 40,000, even with the ME chest on there. So what we're going to do to test out is, I'm going to take this off. I believe it's this one. Yeah. We'll go ahead and make some more blaze dust. Or blaze powder. Blaze dust. So there we go. Now that's going to be pulling power out. Still steady. Still steady and going. Oops. Tried using the EU reader, but it really was not helping me out too well. There we go. Starting a new measurement, give it a few seconds, and again, shows at negative 3.55 in, 0 gain, average over 87 ticks. If I do it again, now it's at a positive 662. Do it again, now it's at negative again. See, it's fluctuating, which has been confusing me for the most part. I'm not understanding that. Of course, it could be the EU reader itself, but so far as I see, it's got steady power coming into it. So we'll really have to test out the strengths of all that here later on. But for the most part, it is. The tower is complete. You could do straight lines of, or straight rows of water towers all the way down. Let's jump back in here for a second. So, yeah. So there's my little watermill tower giving me steady EU. No more generator. So that, now I don't have to worry about wasting coal on that one. Here, probably in a little while, I'll probably go ahead and build some more. I was already starting to build more of them, build more generators so that I could go ahead and expand on this. But I think my iron resources is low. Not too happy about that. Of course, that power suit really took a toll on my resources. But anyways, I shall be back in a little while to give you a little update progress. Gonna try to test this out by running both the extractor and the macerator at the same time off that bat box to see if it changes any. If not, sweetness. If so, then we'll have to most likely add on more onto that tower for now. Anyways, I shall return in a bit. And we're back, everybody. Just to give you a little update progress to finish out the episode. As you see here, I do have a little bit of an ME system going here. I got my ME controller. I have my ME hard drive system, which I have hidden, as well as my access terminal, which once it brings it up, as you can see, I have access to everything that was in my hard drives. This is going to make everything real easy. No more swapping back and forth in my swapping the drives in and out just to get resources. This is going to be a more steadier method for now. On another note, as you can see, I do have pretty much all the thermal expansion machines that I will be using. There's only one more I may get later on, which is called the Igneous Extruder. I can show you that real quick. Not sure if I'm going to be using it just yet. Probably use it later on down the road though. Which is built just like this. You know, pneumatic servo, machine frame, piston, 2 glass, and 2 tin. If I do happen to build that, I will explain what it does later on. As on another note, as you can see, I do have different cables going to my deals down here. I have all my engines going full of coal coke. I also made 2 redstone machine frames. These are charging up power right now in preparations for, see, that one's actually almost full, sweet. And so is that one. These are in preparations for what I plan on doing this next episode. So let me, I don't even have my jump on. There we go. Let me jump out of here real quick. Those are real simple to make, actually. Just to show you real quick. The pipes, I guess you could say, they're called redstone conduits. They are made, excuse me, by filling empty energy conduits with molten redstone. Gives you a redstone energy conduit. These conduits are made by 2 ingots of electrum and hardened glass. Give you 4 total. Hardened glass is why I needed that induction smelter. What you have to do is you take obsidian, put it in a pulverizer to turn it into pulverized obsidian. You combine 2 pulverized obsidian with a lead ingot, gives you 2 hardened glass. This is my first steps into getting to mid-level power and all that other good stuff. The redstone energy cell takes a little bit longer to make. Let's see here. First thing you do, you have to make the machine frame, the energy cell frame, which requires a diamond, 4 hardened glass, and 4 electrum ingots. What you do then is you throw them into the liquid transposer with molten redstone, and it takes a full one of these notches, which, if I remember right, is a 1 full bucket of redstone, molten redstone. Once you get that, it's cake from there, honestly. It's just 2 lead, 3 electrum, and redstone conductance coil, which is electrum with the 2 redstone. Once you get those, these are probably the best portable energy deals I know of when it comes to Minecraft Joule power. I could actually take one of these off, which I don't have my wrench on me, but you could take one of these off and it'll retain its power and you could take it with you anywhere. This is very important for what I plan on doing in the next episode. On another note, I believe that is about it. I have my nether farm slowly but surely going. One thing I did want to show you, because all of these had filled up with creosote oil. Well, right now I have no use for creosote oil, and I can't use it until I empty it out. If you run into this problem and you're not using the creosote oil right now, you can just knock out this bottom layer. There is one of these blocks holds the data. I just don't remember exactly, which one it is. But all you have to do, I'm going to go ahead and fill that back in, otherwise it's going to bug me, is just this right here. Just knock out the bottom of them if you want real quick, and then when you go back to it, boom, it's empty again. You can begin cooking your coal again. Later on down the line, I'm probably going to make some deals that'll help me pull all that creosote oil out. Um, but that will be in later episodes. I need to honestly start getting more resources coming in, and actually, yeah, resources are the most important thing right now. Because as you can see, if I can click on this thing, there we go. I am running low on things like iron. Um, Actually, I think iron is one of the biggest things I am running low on, more than anything else. So I'm definitely going to be hitting up the mining age in between episodes. I'm going to try to get as much iron as I could possibly get because I am going to need a lot. Um, but of course, anytime I go mining, I don't like to leave resources behind, so I just gather everything up. Um, got a pretty decent amount of quartz and quartz dust now, but definitely want to get some more. Other than that, I'm not real sure. Don't really think I need too much more of anything else right now. My leather just kind of sits there, plus my extra books, since all I really needed them for now was for my beautiful enchanting table set up there. But that is it for now, everybody. In between episodes, like I said, I will be doing a lot of mining. I want to get the resources I need so that next episode we can go ahead and take care of my resource problem. Maybe I know exactly what I want to do, so I do want to get the resources ready for that. And once we get that all set up and ready to go, we will have a nice little segment or a nice little episode of building the machine and getting it all set up and ready to go for better resource income. That way, then I'm not spending a couple hours each time. Even though I do personally like to go mining, I'm not going to lie, I do enjoy it. To me, it's part of Minecraft. Even though there are machines that'll help you get your resources, I do still like to go mining on my own. Especially since lots of the machines never get you exactly what you need when you need it. So yeah, gonna do, like I said, gonna do my mining. Going to probably that's all I'm gonna do. I'll probably come back within a couple of hours or so, and we'll go ahead and start off with episode 2. As soon as I get all the resources I do need, that I know for sure I need, we will come back in the next episode, which will be episode 6. Yes, already taken off pretty good. Woohoo! So, on that note, this is TheBloodfather signing off on episode 5 on the Roguecraft server. If you guys are enjoying what you see, please subscribe, like, leave me some comments. Getting to that point where I could really start using some ideas on things to build. Even if it's aesthetic looks, like things to do to my house, ideas like that. I'd really like some feedback on that. If you guys are interested in joining the server, there is a link in the description to get to the server webpage. It is whitelisted, so you'll just have to apply. If your application is accepted, go ahead and come and join us. Feel free to say hi to me if you see me in chat. I do get kind of talkative sometimes, but for the most part, if I'm recording, I don't really talk in chat too much. But yeah, this is the Bloodfather saying goodbye once again. See you guys next episode.